Okay, someone asked me about Future Shock, specifically about the solo in it. But yeah, I'll kind of come to that, but I'll just... first of all, I thought I'd explain the riff in case any of you are interested. It's in A, it's... Okay, so that's just, if you can come in close. Okay, it's basically an A chord barred, and then that's the on the A string, open A, G on the E string, so okay, and then C bar only on the 3 strings, to an A bar again, and then D bar only to a P bar, and then that's an open E, and that's just an F major arpeggio. That's just F, A, C. So okay, and that again, the open A is F, and F, A, C. Okay, and that's about it in terms of the riff. So, okay, I was trying to remind myself of what I played because it's a long time ago. So it's, yeah, the solo again is in A, and it goes, it's like a classic kind of Chuck Berry-ish intro at the beginning. So that's a D on the G string being pushed up to an E, and an E on the B string. So that's basically just a blues scale. A minor pentatonic going down. And you have the kind of E, E flat, D, C, and then it goes up to a D, and normally I play this as a it happens at times, it doesn't happen other times, but I think that time I played it here. It sounds as if it is. Okay, so that's like, and that is just that, you know, like scale going down. Okay. It isn't even an accurate scale, it's just like basically any note that falls under your fingers. And you end up on a low E, and on the low E I went... Okay, and that's again just an E blues pentatonic going up a la Gary Moore, who was who I learnt it off really. So it's just... So it's just basically triplets going like going up to G, E, G, A, G, A, B, A, E, D, B, D, E, D, E, and then exactly the same up an octave. And after I hit the high E, I go. So again, that's not at all complex. It appears probably slightly more complex than it is. Having hit that, I go D, B, A, G. So that's going F sharp, G, E, and C sharp, D, B. And that's just running up it again. So. Okay, I think that's about all I can explain on it. I mean, it was a strange solo because I hardly ever played it. I think we only played the song on the last tour I was in the band, so I actually, I haven't a great amount of memory of it. I'm interested to notice that I do almost exactly the same as the middle section of that on Wild Western solo as well, so at least I was just ripping myself off, So. Okay, it occurred to me that I hadn't explained the middle part of the Future Shock solo all that clearly and the harmonics in it. It was a kind of a thing I always did. When I was in Gillan, I used to play Also sprach Zarathustra, and that would be like... So I kind of extended that. The situation about it is it's an open string, so you're going like harmonic octave, harmonic upper fifth, and harmonic double octave. So when I was in Gillan, I started doing stuff like not open string harmonics, fretted string harmonics, and I'd be playing a D, say, as I was playing in that solo, and I would go by hitting on the D note at the octave, and you just tap it, and then so it has in the middle of it, it has that octave on a D, and then an A on a fifth, and it's an A note here, and you hit on there, and a double octave, and it's on a G note, a fourth, okay? And I mean, obviously that applies on any note at all. If I played an E, it would be... So, that's what I played in the middle of it. The other handy thing about that is you could always bend them, because you had a left hand, and you could go... and on. As I mentioned earlier on in it, it isn't actually all that great on a B string. It's an awful lot easier on a G string. So you go... or whatever. But I can tell from the scale and the rundown at the end of it, I was actually playing it on a B string. So I can't explain that. But anyway, I did that. So there you go. It's a great trick, and it's a trick I don't know that an awful lot of people do. I don't know how I arrived at it. I probably ripped it off someone. But it's a great trick, and it has always, to me, been a trick that is great on a Strat. I've tried it on Les Pauls. It doesn't really happen as easily, so hence I'll play a Strat still. Thank you.